It's almost that time. All right, we are live. I think it's 9:30 now, something like that. We have the Lasernut on what we call the deck, and I figure the links are actually in the description now. This is what I use to clean my RCs with, if I ever clean them. A couple of things I need to do is obviously number one, I am going to have to start. Well, I gotta vent and seal. I gotta seal the inside of my wheels, and I do have to vent the tires themselves. And after I do that, I'm gonna balance them, because in the video there's no sand right now. I already checked all four. It's all the stuff that happens off camera. It's like, what the heck? There's a lot of stuff obviously that happens off camera. So I had taken off all four tires after the rip at the beach, just to double check, because I did go through a lot of sand at that area. And then obviously diamond dust is known to just get into a lot of places. So there was a concern that I would, eventually get, dust and sand and stuff like that impacted in the wheels, but there's actually nothing in there. I checked. I even used my air compressor and just kind of see if I could blow some stuff out, and everything was mint. So I will just obviously have to vent them, seal them up, and then balance them. So, and why would I balance them after the fact? Well, because that would be the last step. Now, I would definitely recommend, if you guys don't have a tire balancer, this is the one that I'm using. I'm sure there's other ones out there. This is a factory team. I actually think I have it in my description. How do you get sand out of the tires? On these, it's actually kind of easy if you have an air compressor. Use an air compressor and you blow in one side. You try and shake it out. Otherwise, you'll just have to literally vent the tires on the outside, and that's the best way to get rid of any sand and stuff that kind of gets in there. I mean, if it's massively packed in there, it's really the only way to do it, unless you want to break down the tire, but that's nuts. So, but yeah, seal off your tires. That was, I'm pretty sure Traxxas is the one that started that thing with the what was it, with the UDR, I think. It was the first time that I saw that. You have vented them. How do you get sand? Oh, what do you mean? How do you get sand out of tires that are vented? Use an air compressor. So obviously you'll squeeze the tire. Come on, Frank, you're just giving me a hard time. You squeeze the tire so you get that egg shape, and then basically you shake the tire down so that it goes to the vent, and then use the air compressor, and then basically just blow the sand out. You know that. You're just giving me a hard time, guy. How do you get the sand out? Where are your desk buddies? They're right there. They're bombing around. Give him a little pat for saying that. Oh, buddy. Calls my wife sexy, babe. I love it. I did that, but didn't work. Thought you had. No, well, so Frank, did you try? So you're not giving me a hard time. If you take the tire and literally squeeze it, you're going to separate it from the foam, and you should be able to shake it out to the hole, and then use like a air compressor and blow in one way, and it should kind of come. It's a pain in the neck. Once the sand's in there, it's a pain in the neck. If anything, if you can't get it out, then just balance your tires. use one of these. This is a factory team balancer. I was checking to see if I had the link in the description for the balancer. I don't know. I think, yeah, Frank, I think, honestly, I think that's probably the best way. I've done it a bunch of times. I forgot to vent, and I blew out a set of nice kaijus on the, where is it? This one right here. Here, you want to know how to get sand out of your tire? There you go. Just let it blow out like that. That'll get the sand out. That was kind of a bummer because you can see that this tire is like literally brand new. I was going to try and experiment with this one. I was going to actually take some tape because the hole is so massive. I was going to take some tape, put it on the inside of the tire. Some of the black tape that I've got, put it on the inside of the tire. And then I was going to use glue and then basically glue it together and then just kind of like put something over it just to kind of compress the tire for a little bit and then balance it from there and then see what happens. The thought was to use like some type of a rubber cement or some kind of something like that that would, you know, maybe work. But this was the first time that I came across having issues with what happened was it was when I was hydroplaning. The water got in there and totally mangled the wheel. So do the traction shocks on the X-Max leak when you open the box? I don't know what you mean by that, Sam. I'm not sure what you mean. There was shock oil all over the inside of the box and shocks. Do you mean like when you opened up a new box? Oh, I think okay, wait. I think you're saying, do the Traxxas shocks on the X-Max leak? I don't know what you mean by when you open the box. Meaning like when I opened my box, were my shocks leaking? No. But Earl Moorhead's Outcast, his shocks were all blown out, all four of them. That was on an Arma, though. What happened to Earl? Earl's actually speed ripping right now. He's on his way down to his spot to do some real actual speed runs this time. Like he's doing this right now because he's gonna try to go really fast right now. So keep an eye out for Earl Moorhead's next video or two. We'll see what happens because you got to figure it's only 6:30 where he is. So I'm pretty sure right now he's actually on his way to his rip spot to really get some serious speed. He's got his serious cars with him today. Traxxas, sorry. Oh, it's all right, man. I was trying to like figure it out. Usually I can figure out people's text messages, you know. I have like a knack for that, but that one I was kind of like, what are you talking about? Matt Sky, what's going on? Right, yeah. You know what? I'm starting to. I never cared about that stuff before, but when you start filming stuff and you start slowing footage down and when you start more paying attention to especially these vehicles that we've got now that have a lot more speed involved, the suspension, everything that's attached to the tires and wheels is getting annihilated if you don't balance. I keep trying to check the thing there. I'll leave you guys watching Vector for now. He was trying to play with his block, but see, the other one's actually lost. I got my GoPros charging right now. I'm trying to see if I've got my Jessica. What's going on, guy? All three of yours were leaking. Wow, that stinks. All right, so in the description of this, is there? What did I do here? I don't even know what I did. What do you mean? I didn't change anything. I'm just going to X that out. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to open up my studio just to double check to see if in the link there was a thing for that for this factory team balancer. Oh, I smashed the lens. Nice. So let's see. Factory team. I'm going to do an Amazon shop instead of all these stupid things here because this is like getting out of control. Yeah, so the factory team wheel balancer is right here. So copy, jump over here, paste. That's to the factory team balancer. That's the one that I use. It actually comes with balancing clay and everything, but I've realized instead of using balancing clay, I resorted to using, and of course I don't have it right now, I don't think. I think that's in my truck too. I got everything in my truck right now. My tape. I have my my Gorilla Tape. I use Gorilla Tape to do my my wheel balancing. So what I could do is take a new. Actually, you know what I could do? This is. Try to figure out which is the unused tire, because there's one of these tires did not get used at all, and can't tell which one. Looks like it's this one because this one has no damage where all of these other ones have. Oh, wait a minute. It's this one. So this one right here, this is the actual, this was the spare tire. So this was the spare tire off of the Lasernut. So I could real quick throw this on this balancer and get a good gauge of how well this was balanced. So just about every tire that you get is going to need to be balanced. You know, I mean, this actually isn't that bad though when you think about it. That's not too shabby of a balance. I've seen some disaster ones that I've had. Come on, jump off. Come on. Let's check another one. This was one of the ones that was on the car. And this thing will balance, I think, just about every tire and wheel configuration you got. Now see, this one's a lot more out of balance than the other one. And it all makes a huge difference. Just like the same thing in a car, you know? So, and this is dealing with 12 millimeter hex, right? Real small hole. Then it'll go all the way over to, you know, a piece of meat tire, which is this thing. Piece of meat tire. And it will balance one of these too. Yep. It does really, really well. You know, definitely a good idea to go ahead and start balancing your tires out of the box. Here's something I would like to try. I wonder what happens if I balance one of these little bad boys. Will it even balance? I think it will. One of these little tiny ones here. That's a test for it. I think it should center right onto it. Yeah, it does. Wow. It does. It centers right onto it. Oh, this one. This one needs to be balanced too. Obviously, that's the rubber and or the foam. So, yeah, this thing's mint. This tire balance is actually awesome, man. This is for my rally car challenge, but when it's not a rally car, this is when it's going to be the cambered out insane mobile. So this is going to be when it's cambered out. I just stretched on a set of tires onto crawler rims, and I thought it looked pretty sweet. These are the ones that sliced up my fingers pretty bad because these edges are like razors, but they look just mint. It would be nice if I had like the nice round top screws, you know, that would look even better. I might look into seeing if I could do that. Maybe if I even go with the black ones, that might be pretty cool. Whoa, going down. So what's everybody up to? Anything good? What about your 24? Oh, that's a good idea. 24s. That's a real good idea. Where's my I don't even know what my outcast is. I've got batteries ready for the outcast for tomorrow. So the plan is to be able to take the outcast and rip it tomorrow. So let's see. Now I just need my wheel wrench, which I can't remember what I did with that. What did I do with my... See, when I get organized, I also get lost. Because I start putting stuff away and not knowing where I put it. All right. There we go. So I'm just going to take off a random one. So I took off the passenger side rear, and it looks like it actually goes on, but I think what happens with this is you need a washer. So I'll need a washer that goes over that, but will it balance this? Yes. So if I find a washer that will fit over that spot right there so that I can screw this down, it will work. So let's find a washer to fit over that so I can, but that answers your question, right, Mets? If I use one of these hexes, one of these hex adapters, yeah, I think this will work. So if I put that hex adapter on there, maybe that'll work. So we can throw it on this way. Just like that. Throw on a hex. And it might need to be a little bit bigger. So it'll have to be bigger than a hex adapter. It needs to be a washer. I don't think I have a washer right now big enough for that. Yeah, you're going to choke to death on that dog. All right. So toss that washer on there and then basically just spin this on and there you go. So it will balance obviously something that is also a 24 hex as well. So, and you can see definitely out of balance. So yes, so there's your answer. Oh, I actually got flat spots on my tires from it sitting on the ground. Looks like I'll have to rip it tomorrow. But yeah, there you go. Should keep that together now. Now that I know I've got a washer for it. Oop, going down. You need to balance your new ones. Which way do RC... No, which way do Game Changer RC fans blow by default? What do you mean? The back side of the bearing is the back side of the bearing that you see, not the fan blade side. So when you look at the fan side is the side that's visible. And obviously the opposite side, which is this side right here, is the side where the air actually comes out of. So it blows this way. And that's on Gen 1, or like you said, version 1. Pretty sure it's on version 2 as well. Tweaking the drag / working on limited vibration in chassis to keep the wheel contact at a maximum. Added 5-inch turnbuckles to each side of rear bulkhead and made an impressive difference. Nice, man. V2 actually, but should not matter. SV2 as well. I think I'm lost. I'm not even. I'm obviously not even paying attention to chat. Sorry about that. Guy, you're not a Pats fan. They're playing right now. That'd be like saying like never mind. That'd be like saying that I don't like Ford just because I wear a Chevy hat. You're not a Pats fan guy. Yeah, well, you know what? I to be quite honest with you, it was a pretty good gut punch, man. Obviously, Brady leaving, right? And you know, nobody likes to hear, you know, all this garbage. But Brady leaving, I'm not surprised. I mean, to be honest with you, you know he should have been paid more than what he was getting. And he knew that. Granted, yeah, so what? He's got all these other contracts and whatever. But you know what? It is what it is. He's a good player. He's a good quarterback. He did his job along with the team. It was a group effort. But I think what killed it for me was when Gronk all of a sudden came out of retirement. It was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. You know, it's just weird because my youngest daughter, she was born in 2000. So literally, she only knows the Patriots as, you know, Tom Brady being the quarterback. She doesn't remember anybody else before that, you know? So that's funny. Chainsaw, what's going on, guy? Sam Wega, what's going on? You like watching videos? Right. I do too sometimes. That's funny though. Travis, you're not a Pats fan guy. It's like I don't need to watch the game in order to enjoy it. I'll watch it some other time. Chicken wings and beer. Oh my gosh. But anyways, the tire balance is in the description below if you want to grab one. I definitely recommend getting it. And we answered a question for Mets RC just by basically saying yes, it will. You just obviously need a washer to take up the gap on the other side. So that's something I never even thought of, but it's the step. So the step that is right there literally makes it. So 24 fits right on that step right there. It's perfect. So I didn't think in the website, I don't think that it says that it can do 24. I think because they're not thinking that knurl right there or that edge is something to actually hold the wheels, but because it's a good quality tire and wheel or a good quality wheel with a metal insert, that's mint. Gronk follows Brady around like a lost man. Hey, it's all right, man. Hey, he knows where it's at. Think about it. It doesn't, you know, all these people get bent out of shape, all these, you know, true-blooded, you know, sports fans and whatever, but in reality, it doesn't really matter. As long as the guys are happy, as long as the team that you've got is doing a good job, which as far as I know, the Patriots are doing all right, aren't they? You know? And Brady's really not, right? Right now, because it is a group effort. I've never thought of anytime like I watched, you know, a Pats game or whatever. It was never really thinking that, you know, some people get freaking crazy. They're thinking like Brady's the only one that's on the team making it happen, and it's not the case. That's not the case. You know, is he making some of the plays and some of the good judgment? Yeah, but, you know, it's 50-50 shot. Sometimes Sometimes it's wrong. Sometimes it's the wrong play. Sometimes things are red, you know? It's a group effort. And like I said, though, when Gronk comes out of retirement and hooks up with Brady, it was just like, you have got to be kidding me. It's like, who's next? Elman? I mean, I'm telling you right now, if it was like a triple shot that went with Brady, you know, or just together, I probably watch the other team. What is it? The Bucks, right? He's with the Buccaneers or something. I don't even, you know, I don't even know. You know what? He doesn't drive a Ford and he doesn't drive a Chevy, so I have no idea, you know, what team he's working for now. I think it's the Bucks. I don't even know. Go Browns! There you go, guy. You know it. Go Browns! Go Cubbies! Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. They actually both went to their thing. So, I'll just touch on, so I actually do have the axles, but I'm refusing to throw them in right now. So the way I feel is until I break another axle, I'm just going to leave the axles that are in it, and I'm going to contact Horizon Hobby and tell them that, you know, we're not joking around. I have cups for the diff, and basically all it is taking off the coating, which it's most likely it's an oxide or something like that. But you know, the way I look at it, if you got a big enough chuck for a drill bit, if you got a big enough chuck in your drill, just throw the cup into your drill and just use some memory cloth or whatever, and basically just, you know, spin it and you know, very carefully, you know, let it kind of take some of that finish off. And it's going to be that trial and error kind of thing, because it's not a direct plug and play kind of effort. Who knows? Maybe Techno will do something exact fit sometime down the line. I mean, that's what they do, right? So who knows? Maybe they'll do it, because that'll be a direct fit for the DB Pro and for the Lasernut and for the TT Pro too, right? I think it's the TT Pro is the other one that's basically like the DB Pro, but whatever. How has this Lasernut performed? I've been getting questions. So I'll go through the parts. This is the Nut Mods bag. And what's inside of this bag is basically leftovers and basically what was needed to complete the conversion from Lasernut into the Nut, because now this is just called the Nut. So inside this bag, all the links are in the description, but you're going to need a Hobao Hex. That's part number 22130. The link is in the description. You'll need this right here, which is Losi LOS 230046. And that is the actual body and wing mount set. Now, most of this you're actually not going to use. You are going to basically just use the support brackets, the stay that goes in between. So when you look at the back of this, sand is pumping out of this thing. So basically all you're doing is you're using these two brackets right here, the stay or the support that goes in between the wing, and that's it. 4 screws mounted actually to this backing plate. So 2 of the original screw holes, everything is here. And then you'll have to figure out how to get a screw and a nut inside of there. It's kind of a pain in the neck, but I would suggest you doing it, or I would suggest you do it, because it comes with these don't come with any hardware, which I feel that's typical Losi. But and then this is the wing that I went with, LOS 230045. That was the wing. That's this right here. The wing comes with the little wing washers. So it comes with the little washers. Obviously, it doesn't come with any clips or anything. Again, you know, whatever. I picked blue. Perfect. And to go along with these hexes, which actually stand out here. you guys all know, if you're already converting this, you'll know that these hexes are already wicked thin, right? So the hexes that I have on there are about twice as thick. So it'll stand off it'll stand off this adapter, which this is URC Max, and it's the sophisticated parts for RC cars. And it was only like 12 bucks or something like that for these. And these seem to be a fairly good quality. Yeah, I know, made in China, whatever. There's your part number. But the links are all in the description. You will be taking off your spare tire carrier. This piece right here. So you will be taking that off. Make sure you don't misplace your screws in case you ever want to put this back on. But yeah, not me. This is going to be parts for something else. I have no idea about what, but this is the piece that broke. Now, I'm going to look at this under a camera, not a microscope, but I am point blank saying this is a manufacturer defect is what I'm going to go with that. When I talk to them next time, I'm going to be a little bit more hard-headed. And if I don't get somewhere, they're not going to be happy with how I'm going to be. So I'm calling this manufacturer defect, because after throwing on a larger set of tires and wheels, which I'll explain, this set of tires and wheels, while it may appear to put on additional stress, it does, but it also doesn't, because it gives it to explain like how these tires are, right? These tires are almost like a more harder, rigid style tire compared to this, which has a softer sidewall. It has more flex. See how you have, so I'm trying to show you the flex. See how you've got like the flex of the sidewall? See how you got the rim flexing in and out? Where on this one, it's less. It does happen, but it's less. It's more like, it's more compact. So it's transferring, I feel, the energy more directly, where on this tire, there's so much more tire knob, sidewall flex to soften the actual suspension enough to cause the stock axles, I think, to survive. And after ripping it, I mean, think about it, right? So after I robbed from my DB Pro sitting up there, after I robbed that car and I threw in the stock axle, that was literally going to be the test, because I've ripped it hard 3 times since then. So I went to Diamond Dust was first. That was a good test for it, I think. Did I do the 50-foot jump, the 20-foot jump to a 30-foot landing? No, I didn't do that, because did I do that with the DB Pro though? Yeah, I did. You know what? Maybe I should go back and do it. That'd be another ultimate test for it. But ripped it pretty hard at Diamond Dust. Bunch of crashes, tumbles, speed. Then we took it to the beach, and that was a good test of watching how the suspension actually actuated. So with these tires and wheels, with the Redcat Racing tires and wheels on the Lasernut, it actually helped. Man, there's some footage that I have that you may think it's like the camera, which it probably is a little bit, but there's a section of sand that had a lot of those kind of like ruts. I forget, I don't know what they're called, but there are a certain type of rut that occurs when you have wind blowing over and there's like grass there. It does like these odd like ruts, right? So when you would drive slow, obviously the car's, going all over the place. But when you would just bone it and full trigger, the car was literally like this, and all you saw was literally just the tires just going like this while the car was staying straight. And it was just like, it was just like, wow. It was like this thing is the heart of a DB Pro. I will sell anybody on a DB Pro, meaning I will, like, even though Losi's not my company, I will stand behind the DB Pro, meaning like it is that good of a vehicle. Now, the Lasernut, I already talked about it this morning. The Lasernut is actually right now outperforming the DB Pro. And it's outperforming it because it's more power and it's taking it. It's more power, it's longer, and because now that it's got these tires and wheels on, I mean, look at that. How could you not? Is there something wrong with you? I mean, what? You'd rather have that? You'd rather have that over this? I mean, some people don't like the sticker. You just peel the sticker off. You know, they don't want it saying Redcat Racing, but I'm okay with that. I actually like the fact I've got bags and bags of these Redcat tires and wheels. I've got bags of them. I like them that much. All the links are in the description. So, let's see. Who comes up with these names? Lasernut sounds like an expert. Well, Frank, you know what Lasernut is, right? The guy is a nut about laser cutting equipment. So that's why it's called Lasernut, because he likes laser cutting equipment. That's why it's Lasernut. Because the guy's a laser nut. Can we get a link? It's actually in the Dana. It's actually in the description below. I did actually put it right here. So I think if I do that, right there, factory team wheel balancer right there. Washboard, right, Frank, right. Washboard, yes, exactly. Just watching, and even when, see, it's hard to, I gotta sit down. It's hard to like explain things sometimes, like, because you know what you like want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like to try to explain how this is still a mess here. When I went to go film the DB Pro for the first time, second time, third time, I couldn't do it. Like, I mean, I was visually seeing and going, wow. I was like, wow, this thing is an animal. It's incredible. It moves. It handles. And then when I would come back home and I would have, what's going on here? I think I need a haircut. When I would come back home, no, we ain't gonna do a haircut. If I do a haircut, I'm going mullet. I'm gonna go mullet. But I don't know what I'll do. But I couldn't film the DB Pro right, meaning it made me feel like a hero of a driver when I knew I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it basically drove itself. All I was doing is literally blindly pulling the trigger, brake and reverse, and just steering left and right. And the car was doing all the work. I didn't really feel like I had to think about anything driving the DB Pro. So I already was trying to, I do things on the side, and that's what the other channel's for. The other channel that I have, which is RC Guy Garage Live, that's the channel where I'll literally just snap on the camera when I'm down here working on something, and I'll just roll with it. I might not even talk. I literally might just throw a camera on and start wrenching. And that's what that channel is supposed to be about. Now, obviously, those times when I don't throw on the camera, because when I'm really trying to figure something out, I'm trying not to be ignorant and not talk to people kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that way. If somebody pops on, you know, obviously I want to communicate, but I've got other chassis that fit the Losi stuff. And what I was trying to do is I was actually trying to create my own without having a body. That's like some of the blockades that you come across. Without having a body, I was trying to figure out how can I design something that's taking these DB Pro parts, putting them on a longer chassis, and then just like figuring it out. And I was having a hard time because number one was not being able to find a body that would really fit the chassis that I've got. Other parts fit, no problem. Where am I going with that? So when the Lasernut came out, it really intrigued me because I knew it was obviously a longer vehicle. That's basically it. It's longer and it's taller cage-wise because obviously it's the cage, it's the Lasernut. So it's that taller looking vehicle. I knew that scale-wise, the wheels were off. The wheels are too big. The wheels that they've got here, it's not scaled right, but they did the best that they could. Because when you look at the real Lasernut versus these tires and wheels, you obviously know that they just, there's only so much I think that they can do for tires and wheels. That's one of the things that's not a scale appearance on the vehicle, which I feel is a drawback, especially when they threw the spare tire on the back. It's just that much bigger hanging off of the tail. So there were a couple of things that I knew right off that I was just like, nah, it's like, that's not what I want. So when I saw the Lasernut and I basically did some research, and the first thing that I did was literally, I'm like, that spare tire is coming off. I saw Tony's video, CCXRC. I saw Tony's video on the Lasernut, which was a lot of good cinematic driving. But then I saw Harley design, and while his video was not cinematic in any way, it was just like more like raw B-roll driving, it looked like. Every time that I saw the vehicle jump, whether if it was Tony's video or Harley, the Harley guy, I just saw that ass end just looking stupid, just squatting, just way too much weight in the back. And I just thought to myself, bam, I'm going to throw a wing on it. You got to be able to take. And I thought originally, because I actually, once I got the Lasernut, the first thing I did was I ripped off the rear end of my DB Pro and I tried to throw it onto the Lasernut and realized that in the design, it was just a little bit off to where you're using shims and doing weirdness. And I'm like, all right, there's got to be a wing out there. And then I realized the Truggy had a wing, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm getting that, or the truck, or whatever the heck it was. I think it was a truck. I'm like, I'm going to get that. It's got to fit. I had a suspicion that the wing would look a little small, but you know what's funny now? When I look at that right now, when I first threw the wing on, I was like, it looks a little small. Now it's not. It's definitely not, because the tire very minimalistically hits the wing. And I mean, when I say minimalistically, it's like only under extreme circumstances does the tire seem to contact the wing, and it's actually, it doesn't do anything, meaning it doesn't hinder the performance of the vehicle in any way. So we're talking about when I take a good jump and I land like one tire on the back more than the other, if it's not a balanced landing, the tire comes up and does this to the wing. So it's not doing anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't harm. I guess that's what I'm saying. It doesn't harm the vehicle. Yeah, I think that's it. And then throwing the Game Changer fan on there, that was big. And yes, I know I read the thing wrong. My mind and my sensory inputs just were not functioning. Maybe I had too many iced teas. I have no idea. I didn't even notice that it was in Celsius the second time. And I'm like, if you saw my reaction, I was kind of like, for a split second, I was kind of like calculating in my head going, is that really right? But then because I saw the numbers, I was like, well, it's the numbers. They're not lying. I just didn't see the little C versus the F. And I have no idea why it changed. It's not like I pressed a button, and it's never done that to me before. So I didn't even think. And I was just like, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, bad on me. I said it was 60-something degrees versus 177. That would be a pretty good game changer fan cooling thing if that was the case. Maybe I had some dry ice in there. You guys just didn't know. But yeah, I don't know. 40, I think it had to have been a 40 plus. Next time what I'm going to do is when I go out, I'm going to do another test, and I'm actually going to have this with me. The intent is to kind of always have this with me if I'm concerned about heat does that mess up the thing? It doesn't like kill the camera, does it? If I like shoot that with the people are like, oh, my eyes. Yeah, the next time my intent is to make sure I have the temp gun so I can be more accurate instead of like running to my shop to try to get the temps like exactly when. But I already know with that fan on there. I mean, even when it was running on the bench, and I just had the fan running on just that whole surface area, the motor and that section of chassis was actually that much cooler with obviously the fan blowing on it. So that was pretty cool too. And that was just like a bench test. So Stack, what's going on, guy? Earl, what are you doing? Hopefully, all right. Hopefully everybody will be congratulating Earl, because I'm assuming, looking at the time, I'm assuming Earl's done with his speed ripping. Hopefully it's a positive. I told everybody to watch out for the next couple of videos from you, Earl, that they might be interested in some upcoming stuff. So hopefully you had a good rip. I hope. So let's see. I think I'll have the first FPV Lasernut. There you go, man. That'd be cool. Four-wheel steering. All right, let's see. The Laser Town highlights in 2017 will blow your mind. All right, what's going on here? My eye. Man, wasn't what I wanted, but it was. Oh no. Video on my page. Will Brown, are you part of my RC Guy Garage Facebook site? If you're not, you should go join it. The link is actually, I think the link is actually in the description of this. If you got Facebook, just ask to join. There are rules though. So, and anybody that can't abide by the rules of the RC Guy Garage Facebook group, it's because I created a family-friendly environment, and we have moderators in there, and everybody that basically signs on to the group, there's a certain understanding, no foul language, no bashing, no politics, just literally just only RC stuff, have fun, rip it, share knowledge. It's not about jumping on there and spamming with, YouTube and all that junk. It's literally just being part of the group. That's all it is. That's like what it was, is it stemmed actually from this. It stemmed from lives where people were like, hey, how can I see this? How can I see that? And I'm like, well, I don't have an answer for every question. Why don't you jump on? And I decided to make a Facebook site. But then I started saying, jump on the Facebook group. I'm sure out of the 400 members, I think there's like, we got to be close to 400 members right now. What are we looking at? Facebook, RC Guy Garage. Right now, it's got a picture of the Lasernut on the top. Yeah, Frank is actually doing some drag racing right now on it. Or not doing some. Looks like Jody just... Dude, that's actually pretty cool looking. Some jumps of... I forget what they're called. Whatever they are. I don't know. DR10 stuff on there. Fan stuff. Sergeant J's on there. But how many members are we up to now? Almost 400 members. We're 391 members. That's pretty crazy. So where are we? Live stream. But yeah, the reason why I created that group was just so that, you know, people could share, get questions answered. People could help out. You know, it wasn't about, you know, spamming and advertising. It was literally just about hanging out. And, you know, when people would, you know, try to share stuff or say whatever here, I'd say, just go over there and share it right there, you know. STL, what's going on, guy? Thank you for that, Mets. How's the wheel balance on the nut? Terrible. I already know it's terrible. I got to take the wheels off. Stupidly, I Loctited the crap out of one of the wheels, but yeah. You guys should go check out the Hodge twins. Yeah. They're funny. They're definitely a couple of funny guys. 42 people hit the like. Right. We got 44 people here, 43 people. There's only 17 thumbs ups. What's up? Come on. If all of you guys right now that are in here just smash that thumbs up button, man. Let's get that 17 up to the same number of people that's actually here. If you want. What Earl said, right? Right, dude. Right. The Hodge twins are a rip. If you want to have a laugh, man, because they're actually comedians too. And I think that's the best part, because they can put a comedic twist on things, and they are a riot. They're just funny, man. They're two very intelligent guys that have stuff to say, and they're not afraid to say it sometimes. Kind of like Adam Calhoun. Same thing, man. You guys haven't checked out Adam Calhoun? Go take a look. Go take a look. I won't put the links in here, but Earl doesn't do Bookface, right? Earl doesn't do Facebook. I don't do Facebook. And he's probably smart, too, for not doing Facebook. Yep. Yeah, if we could all come up with like a different kind of group that Earl could join, that'd be different. But yeah, Facebook, nah. There's too much garbage out there. There really is. Even though we keep all that out of the group, and that's the whole point. Because there's actually 3 Facebook groups that I've got. So I've got East Coast Speed Chasers. I've got the RC Guy Garage, and then I also have the Outcast 8S Creighton, whatever. That one I've got to do more on. Mets has actually done, I think, a lot more on that than I have, and he should create his own Outcast group. You've been doing a lot with the Outcast, man. But my Outcast right now is just sitting there. I've got batteries ready, and my wheelie bar's bent, and my toe links are still shoved inside the link ends. So all it's going to do is literally just pop the link ends off and throw some super glue inside the link ends, and then just basically just like rethread it and see what happens. Yeah, that's it. So hopefully I'll be able to rip that tomorrow. I've got an odd job that I have to do tomorrow. I have to go and figure out a client's like whole Wi-Fi everything. So everything from TVs to Alexas to the actual router itself and computers and phones and iPads and all that stuff. So it's going to be a kind of a interesting job tomorrow. So, and then I've got to go look at a possible closet to shower conversion. So converting an existing closet into a shower unit. So that'll also be an interesting thing to look at. Tech Tips Live. You know it, guy. Facebook is garbage, right? It can be. It definitely can. They all can be, you know, think about it. Even on here too, even on Facebook, every once in a while, you know, you get those people that, what do they call them? Trolls. You get the trolls, you get the haters or whatever you want to call that stuff in people. You know, they're just out there to give it. Like I'm surprised there's no thumbs down. Actually, on my latest video, do I have a thumbs down yet? That's a good, I should check that. I'm going to check that right now. Any thumbs downs? Yes! I got my 2 thumbs down, guys. They've already shown up. So on my channel, I get an average of every video. I get 2 thumbs down. So I've bent somebody out of shape somehow. I don't know how, but every video I think now I've got 2 thumbs down on, which is fine. Is what it is, you know. I guess I'm not eye pleasing enough. Could have something to do with the far left versus the far right. I have no idea. Then you got those middle people. I don't know. So anyways, haters gonna hate. You know it, man. You get thumbs up, down, for right away. Right. Yep. It happens. Right. That means you're doing what? If you get a thumbs down, that means you're doing good. Right. When you have haters, you have arrived. There you go. Hey, that's a good one right there. Don't forget to answer the questions when you put in a right. Yeah, right, dude. The Michelin commercial. I know, that was funny. So there's a backstory to that. So there was one time, right? Earl sends me this text and he took a screenshot of the advertisements that were showing up on my channel, like when he went to go watch a video. And I forget what it was, but it was something really stupid. It was like video games or whatever. And I've kind of like been waiting to like shoot him one back. So, or one of Earl's latest videos, it was Pokemon video game and then Chick-fil-A, right? And then I decided to go on one of my latest videos for myself. I went on to my video and my 2 videos were horse rescue and Michelin tires. And I was like, yes. So I screenshotted it and sent it to Earl. I'm like, hey, Earl, nice videos or nice ads on your video. See, it's like that. It's that kind of like bounce back, like all of this. All of the people, the 41 people right now that are here, all this is supposed to be about is literally just having a smile on your face, having a good time. Literally, you guys are all at my house right now. I've said this a billion times. There's 40-something people, and 40-something people ain't going to fit in this room, but right now you're here. So, and that's the part that I think is pretty crazy. You know, like I think I got on that thing the other day because it was literally, I just thought about it. It was like, you know, you go live like this right now. I'm not in, well, I mean, I kind of am wherever you guys are. That's where I am right now, kind of in a way. But for me, it's weird. This is real time. Do you know what I mean by that? So we've got RC Master. I think, is RC Master in here? There's a couple of people that have not been showing up. I don't think RC Master is in here. And the only reason why I'm choosing RC Master right now is because Asterion hasn't been showing up lately. Hopefully he's doing all right. But you got a couple of people that are what you call across the pond. And it's like, think about think about just the timing. This is like, what is it? A 3-second delay? You know what I mean? Like, I am in Europe right now. You know what I mean? Like that's how my mind thinks of it. And I think it's cool. You know, we got people from Australia, you got people from China, we got people from, well, maybe not China. I don't know if China is one of the ones that blocks stuff like this. I think China blocks this stuff, don't they? I forget. I know Taiwan is okay though, because I have Taiwan people watching my videos, so I know Taiwan's okay. Well, at least I think it's okay. But I don't know, it's crazy, man. You know, we got people from Alaska. We got people from, you know, Antarctica. We got people from Alabama. You know, we got, and every once in a while, you know, we got the funny guys. We got, what's his name there? Billy Bob that shows up. You got to watch Billy Bob, man. He's a good guy, but he's a loose cannon. The door is open. You can go out. You don't need to bother me. What? Don't you? No. Stop it. I see that look in your eye. Stop. Just relax. You're fine. Stop freaking out. Okay, fine. Yeah. All right. Oh! See, she's a nut. What? Just relax. All right. Relax. You're psycho. You're getting that look in your eye. Just relax. You're a freak. All right. Just come on. Go outside. Go outside. There you go. Go outside. She starts going nuts. She like starts scratching you and everything because when she was a puppy, right? And this was one of the things that, you know, I knew and I should have like learned. But when she was a puppy, if you look up English Mastiffs, one of the traits about an English Mastiff is that they always want to be near what they call their humans, right? So, and she's so attached. Like, I mean, if I sit down somewhere or if I'm standing somewhere for a long period of time, she will have to like lay her head on my foot. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure other dogs do that too, but in English Mastiff, supposedly it's known just within, you know, how they are. They like to be with what's called their humans or their people. So she's very attached to all the members in the family. So she gets like this crazy look in her eye, and you know she's like trying to jump on my lap because she just wants to sit here. And it's just like, no, you weigh 170 pounds. You're not going to sit on me anymore. But when she was a puppy, she used to, you know. Frog City's here. What's going on, Frog? Oh no. Earl, what's going on? Billy Bob's here. Everybody watch out. Mets, keep an eye on Billy Bob. Billy Bob showed up. See, I'm telling you, man, every time you say it's almost like when you say Earl Moorhead 3 times, you just say Billy Bob once, and all of a sudden, magically, he like is there. So you got to be careful. Billy Bob's always in the background watching everything that you do. All you guys think that, you know who your subscribers are. I almost guarantee Billy Bob is a subscriber to every single person on this 46, 45 people right now. I guarantee Billy Bob's somewhere on there. You just haven't figured it out. He's a pretty crazy dude. Right, you're everywhere, right? Yep. And you know where. You know it, man. Click your heels and say Earl, right? No, it's more like Beetlejuice. You say Beetlejuice 3 times, you say Earl Moorhead 3 times, and bam, all of a sudden he's right there. Billy Bob Beetlejuice, yes. Yep. Beetlegeist. The king of all trailer park. Yep. Oh my God, that's awesome. No mirror though. Oh my goodness. So a couple of vehicles that obviously I've got to do. I still got this thing sitting in a box. It's still sealed up. Still sitting in the box waiting to just be ripped open. One of these days, we'll get to doing this thing right here. Hopefully soon. I hear it's actually a pretty good vehicle, but I wouldn't know yet. But we'll open this up. It's still sealed up. I haven't cheated. I haven't peeked. I don't even know what's in the box, other than, you know, what you've seen like in other videos. So I got that box to open. I also have, I hate to see this. I got one of these bad Larrys to open. Bam! Hosim. So this is a 1/16 scale little brushless four-wheel drive ripper that we're just going to have some fun with. Probably be a good, you know, rain indoor, you know, drive it, you know, down the stairs kind of vehicle, chase after the dogs, you know, chase after your cats if you got a cat. But it's got a wheelie bar and everything on it, which is pretty crazy. So we got that. And I still have my Hyper SS Truggy to open. That's a nitro. So I do have a nitro Truggy to open. I also have, what else do I have? Obviously, you know, I've got the Limitless. That's a project in itself, because that's not going to be unveiled as just a stock Limitless. It's getting some assistance. So Infraction V4 coming right before I unbox it, right? Probably. Yep. Yeah, that's the way it works. Castle copyright infringement in the picture right there. Man, look at that. Castle copyright infringement. What? Castle copyright infringement? Where? What, in the infraction thing there? Love those. Your son had a blast too. What, with the little Hosim thing? Yeah. Yeah. They have fun. They're fun little trucks. I got this thing right here. I've had this thing for, you know, what, maybe 2 years now. This little truck's great, right? These things are mint. If it's raining out or whatever, take a little bit of water, take like a cup of water and pour it on your tile floor in your kitchen and just do donuts, do power slides and stuff. You can have a blast. I also got the little car thing to that. I still actually have my Vado Spirit, which I got like 2 years ago, I think, something like that. I don't know. Fun little car. You know, it's all it is. That one I actually converted from spring shocks to hydraulic shocks. So that actually worked out pretty good. Your Vados trucks loves the water. It's brushless, right? Yep. They're fun. They are fun. On the box of that car you held up. What, the infraction? Oh. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yes. The style of the motor, is that what you're trying to say? But isn't there a company out there just called Castle? And Castle actually did that. Not the actual real Castle, but the fake Castle. Which I was told by an individual that's in chat right now that those fake Castle motors were actually good. What are you looking for? Huh? So the video of taking the Lasernut and the DB Pro to the beach, it's actually going to take a while to create that footage, because I had so many cameras involved in it. I had 3 GoPros running, and it was also, you know, my wife's first time ripping the, was it her first time ripping the DB Pro? I think it was her, no, it was her second time running the DB Pro. And every time she runs it, she gets better and better. It's a great vehicle. in the first place. So it's definitely helping her, like it, you know, making her feel like a great driver, just the same like it does with me, which is awesome. And it's helping her actually drive, which is beautiful, you know? So, and she's really enjoying that. So the DB Pro is pretty much, I literally think that's like, if I was to ask her, and I've actually got my Max, well, not my Max, her Traxxas Max axles coming in. So I'm going to be doing a video, a basics video on replacing the axles of the Traxxas Max basics video. I'm just communicating with GPM Racing right now. Anyways, so where was I? I don't remember what I was talking about. See what happens? Squirrel. You just did your daughter's Max axle. No more parts left now? What? Meaning in your store? In your storeroom? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was checking the when that was going to be delivered. So open orders right now. Oh, they're coming tomorrow. Check that out. Nice. See? Coming tomorrow. Woohoo. I did end up getting two. It's both the inner and outer. I don't know. Figured, I mean, for what it was only $14. And then also, I got this coming too. This is coming Tuesday. This was, I obviously, I saw Earl always using his. So the Burns-O-Matic thing, that's coming Tuesday. So, and I'm just going to go down and I'm going to go to Home Depot and get the propane or whatever it is, the container of butane, the refill container. It's like a 5 or 10 ounce can or something like that. I can't remember. 5.5 ounce can, I think. But it was only $30, you know, free delivery. 32 bucks, something like that. And yeah, I think that's it for the open orders. So did the Patriots win or no? Oh, they lost. Ha ha. Nice. Or is it still going? Oh, it's still going. It's not final yet, right? How do I read this thing? Yeah, it's the fourth quarter. So they still got time. Anyways. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Chef, what's going on, guy? You must have just got home. My shop pots are empty. Need to reorder Traxxas inventory? Right. Butane. Yes, sir, James. Yep, butane. Thanks for the video on swapping the drive shaft on the nut as a new 2 cars, right? I was worried when I saw another video doing the swap, but yeah. Well, because you don't need to take off a lot of stuff. A lot of times you can kind of just finagle things, you know. But if you see somebody breaking down a front end, that might be a different reason why they broke it down. They might have been expecting for more things, but obviously knew what the issue was. It was no big deal. It was basically just sliding out a drive shaft or an axle, drive axle. The Harbor Freight crack torch isn't bad either. Yours worked for years before the lighter finally quit. Right. How much is the Harbor Freight one? 5-point game, Pat's losing. Yeah. It's all right. No big deal. They're really not the Pats anymore. Now that they lost Gronk and Brady. Well, not lost Gronk. Gronk was already gone, but yeah. Still, it was a bummer, man. Still was a bummer. But it is what it is. $8. Yeah, right. Forever. Ah, let's look it up right now. Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight. And I think I just call it Mini Torch. No, Mini Torch is what I said. They actually don't list anything. That's kind of messed up. Usually like something would come up. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. No, that's not it. Is that it? Oh yeah, the micro torch. It's $14.99. Yeah, I don't know. There's certain things, man. You all know. I know you guys all know this. I think having a Harbor Freight mini torch sitting in your shop is like having a Zot Pop sitting in your shop. Do you really want to have a Zot Pop battery sitting on your bench and you go to sleep, you know, and your conscience is fine, nothing's bugging you, but that Zot Pop battery just sitting there on your bench, you know, just ready to like pop? That's what I feel like a Harbor Freight mini torch would do. There's certain things that you do not buy at Harbor Freight. We all know this. And then there's certain things that you do. You can't go wrong with one of those magnetic tray things, right? You can't go wrong with that, right? Those are fine. You just searched it to the one that's on their site. Now get out of here, bug. Right, black. Yours was orange, right? But yeah, explosions are bad, right, dude? Think about it. You know what I mean? There's certain things that, you know, certain things you buy Snap-on, certain things you go ahead and, you know, you feel you're safe with a Harbor Freight, some kind of somethings, you know. Harbor Freight has their use. You know, you use their wrenches like hammers. You know what I mean? You buy their big wrenches and you end up using them as hammers or pry bars. And they actually don't work very well as pry bars either. Don't buy Harbor Freight pry bars. There are a couple of Harbor Freight tools that are really actually okay, but do not buy pry bars from Harbor Freight. It's a bad scenario. They're junk, man. They're really junk. And don't even ask me how I know. Knuckle Busters, right? You know it. Knuckle Buster Harbor Freights, right? The 20. Well, okay. So see, that's where that bug. Did I just eat that bug? I swear that bug just went right into my throat. So for $20, plus you could use a coupon. This thing right here, $20. Granted, I did open up. I swear that bug went into my throat and I ate it. Feels like I did. This vise, like, literally does, like, everything. So, I mean, swivels this way. It clamps on. You can bolt it down to a bench, but, you know, I don't see any need to. Everything about this particular vise that I got was, like, perfect. And I would definitely suggest, if you go get this vise, do like I did and fully take it apart. I mean, I actually opened up the box in store and I went through the whole thing, made sure that the whole thing functioned, that, you know, everything was cool about it, you know, but I've actually used this in my garage, like, as like a real tool. So that's what's cool about that vise right there. I definitely recommend this vise. But like, I think what I was trying to say was, if you do buy it, definitely check it out in the box. Make sure it's mint. And then when you take it home, basically what I did is I took it apart. And I greased and oiled what needed to be greased and oiled. And that way, you know, it would function as a good vise, and it's been absolutely perfect. So, and like I said, the crazy part is that there was literally one time when I didn't want to drag my big vise out to the driveway, so I just grabbed my little vise and I put a 2x4 on my my roll around parts trade thing that I've got, OEM tool parts trade thing. What do they call it? Yeah, I think they call it a parts tray or something. I don't know what they call it, but put a 2x4 on there and just clamped it right up and just used it. And it was just like, man, this thing already paid for itself a couple of times. So it's a great little vise. And like I said, you can use a coupon on it too. So you can get it even cheaper than $20. And how could you not buy that for $20? Like, how do they even make that for, like, I mean, the metal's not radioactive or anything. You know, it's not like they, you know, I don't think they dredged up some Titanic steel for this. But I've used hammers on this and everything, like even the little flat anvil section that it's got. It's not perfect, but for $20, it's $20 worth of perfect, and that's good enough. And it's real metal too. So how do I know that? From, like, smacking myself with it, forgetting that it's, you know, in a certain location, and, like, wiping out my elbow on it. Another sweet Harbor Freight tool I just spotted on my bench, the Helping Hands alligator clips. Right, yes. Another one. See, James Bush has got the right idea. Certain couple of things, right? Why don't I have a wrench? Shh, quiet. You don't want one, Billy. It costs money to be a wrench. All these guys that are blue wrenches, they pay me $100 a month. So I don't think that would cut into your beer budget, you know, and I know you don't want to do that. I better be the burnout king, destroy the table. Ah, dude, you ain't no burnout king. Come on, guy. You know what? How about this, J.O.? Why don't you do a burnout with your real car, and then we'll talk about you being a burnout king. Got to do it with the real car first, and then you can do it with the RC car to replicate it. That'd probably be best. Did JORC wipe out a table doing a burnout? Yes, he did. He ruined a perfectly good table doing a burnout. He did a benchtop burnout, or what do you call that? A tabletop burnout. The wife was so angry, right? Filled his house with smoke. I know, guy, I know. But these other blue wrench guys, they pay $100 a month, and that's your beer money. So you don't want to be a wrench. China vise and hit it with a hammer, and the bottle fell off of it. Oh my God. True story. That's crazy. Pigeon Kicker, what's going on, guy? It's been a while. Right, Kurt's RC wanted to see J.O. getting yelled at. Yeah, right. The video is right. The video's in the... Yeah, but where's the video of your wife beating you because you just ruined her table? That's what I want to know. Where's the unedited footage? It's like I gotta shave. I gotta tame this down here. Get that side profile. That's no good. We don't need no side profile. You were doing a burnout with the drag / no prep, and someone yelled out, "Hey, his tires are smoking." Nice. Selling tools, and I needed one. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I can't believe that. That's insane. One hit with the hammer, and the whole vise got smaller from all the bondo that just cracked off of it. Let's see. What are we looking at for time? Hour and 33 minutes. Not too bad for a live stream, right? It was a pretty blue color. Was it a pretty blue, kind of like matched your Big Rock? Your Big Rock RC. So Earl, what are your real thoughts? What are your real thoughts on the Big Rock? Version 1 versus version 2. Are the upgrades worth it? I think the consensus is no. But then again, I don't know. If you don't have a Big Rock, I don't have one. Even though the day of the release, whatever. Horizon, you're going to get a phone call from me tomorrow, and I ain't going to be happy. When did you do the burnout, Frank? Chef, we'll see you later, man. Have a good one. Hector Santos, what's going on, guy? Pretty blue V1, V2, Big Rock is same in my opinion, but who knows? I'd be surprised if I like it. I can't wait. I'm really interested to know because that's the best. So here's the crazy part. Basically, even though Earl's V1 Big Rock is old, it's not because it's actually brand new. You know what I mean? And I think that's the funniest part because I think, like he said, he might have grass drove it. And then it overheated or something. And he was just like, forget it. It's just going to sit in my shelf and rot. So I think that's going to be pretty good because he's basically going to be able to take both Big Rocks like side by side. He should somehow figure out how to mount both controllers together so that when you pull one and steer, that they both go at the same. That'd be crazy. A dual remote. I know you could figure up some kind of contraption for that too. I know you could figure out a jig that you could hold one controller and it would manipulate the other controller in the same fashion. So I think that's a go. All right, we got 30 thumbs up. We almost got 50 people in here. Come on, people. There's 50 people in here right now. Throw the thumbs up on there. We need another 20. Just need another 20. Come on, there's 50 people here. It ain't going to hurt you to go up and just click that little thumbs up button. Oh, there we go. 30, 33. Bam. Yes. Nice. Love it. Oh, dude, Earl, that's going to be awesome. You need revenge? Which one is she going to race, though? You're going to give her the black one, right? That is going to be good. It's going to be a race between Earl and his daughter because his daughter took him out on the last race. His daughter won. She must have been on Earl. She must have been on a high, man. That's awesome. And if you know Earl, he doesn't let her win either. He makes her suffer. He's like, I ain't giving you this race. You're gonna pay for it. You want to win? Buck up. Figure out how to drive. You want to beat me? Get behind the transmitter and start ripping it. That's what I love about it. No mercy. No mercy, Earl Moorhead. That must have been what his name on the side of the car. Because Earl used to race in real time. So on the side of Earl's car, it must have said, Earl No Mercy Moorhead. First win for her, and the horse took me out, right? And it was a horse. Oh, that's the best. It was a 3S horse versus a 6S kaiju. That's terrible. Yes, she definitely earned it. Yes, she did. That's awesome. That is so cool. Earl the Intimidator Moorhead, right? Nah, Earl No Mercy Moorhead. That's what it was. Or it could have been Earl I Don't Give a Moorhead. Oh my goodness. Right. She kicked his butt, right? She gets the new Big Rock? Awesome. Earl, that's going to be good. So you obviously know you get a couple of videos you're going to want to watch from Earl. What about you, Mets? Do you got any, how's your Outcast coming? Is your Outcast ready to get ripped again? Or are you still waiting on stuff? Because I thought you got new batteries for it, right? But you're questioning whether if you're Big Rock versus Hoss, right? Outcast is ready to rip, but you're worried, right, about the ESC, right? Because you're thinking that your ESC took out your batteries, huh? Which is a bummer. Right? She made the Hoss look like that, right? Earl was saying she really likes that Hoss, and that's the whole point, right? Traxxas for years has been known for dialing in their cars to be attractive to, you know what I mean? To groups of people. So Traxxas definitely does their work. Horizon already replaced your batteries, but your low voltage cutoff still isn't. Whoa. That's no good. Yeah, so you'll end up killing new batteries then. But you run low voltage alarms anyway, don't you? But I suppose that doesn't help when it's like a mile away. Outcast is actually literally a mile away. Beeping. Right, so you've been running the alarms, right? Awesome. Where's Larry? No Larry? And no Gus either. Gus ain't here. Larry's not here. They must be too good for us. The ESC is $200. Right. 160, I think. As a matter of fact. I believe, if I remember right, that ESC, I believe, is 160. Something like that. Oh, that GPS analyzer is also in the description too. Let's see. Oh wow, 200. Oh wow, it is 200. Holy smokes! Right, so the 150 is 150. Okay, man, that's a jump. That is a jump. At that rate, you're better off getting one of those. Well, actually, no, maybe not. YouTube sent me the live alert today, or I would have missed the live. Yeah, bam. Right, you got to watch out for that word, Billy Bob. That Billy Bob, that word is actually known to be a flag for YouTube. YouTube sent, yeah, right. Belted, yep. That's right, Billy Bob. We already know. We already know. I know. It's okay. You're forgiven. Everything's fine. We're not going to ban you. No 300-second timeout. You're good. Too many teas, right? Billy Bob. Billy Bob's been sipping them teas. 38 thumbs up. Not too bad, man. Not everybody wants to throw a thumbs up, I guess. We got 43 people in there and only 38 thumbs up. Man, the people in there, come on. Whoever didn't, 42, we just lost one. All right. What are we looking at for time? Hour and 44 minutes. I think right at 2 hours, we'll end this live stream. So we got like another 16, 15 minutes somewhere on there. 2-hour live stream. That's not too bad. That means we'll be ending like, yeah. What? We'll end it right at 11:30 my time. We'll end the live stream at 11:30. I swear that bug went into my throat here. Frank Sluga, stop it. There's certain words that are caught by YouTube. You got to be careful of. What are you eating? No, you're not supposed to eat that. That's not for you to chew. Go outside. Go ahead. Go out there. Get out there. Just go relax. She grabbed one of my twist knobs for my air compressor, and she ate it. I didn't even realize. I thought she was chewing on a bone. No, she was chewing on the twist knob that goes to my air compressor. She's still a puppy. So every once in a while, she finds something she shouldn't have. It's not like she doesn't have bones. There's like 3 bones on the floor. I don't know if you caught it in my the shop talking wrench that I did. Was it shop talking wrench? I don't know. Some video I did today or yesterday or whatever. The camera was kind of face down looking at something. It might have been when I was doing the game. Maybe I didn't when I was doing the Game Changer fan. But whatever it was, you see her come in and she drops a bone. Because she literally, she'll come here and she'll find a bone from outside and bring it in. And she'll just leave it on the floor. Princess Auto and Canadian Tire. PBR. Bugs of protein. No thanks. Oh no, Billy Bob got timed out. Oh no. Oh, the poor guy. Oh no. See, Metz is like right on top of him. He's like, bam, you're out of here. 300 seconds, poor guy. Now, see, the only thing that I worry about, right, with Billy Bob is that when, see, we are Billy Bob's therapy, right? So this 37 people are dropping off. We're Billy Bob's therapy. So we try to be easy with Billy Bob because when he comes in, you know what I mean? You got to be nice to him, you know, because he's you know, he's actually a good guy, you know. He's just, you know, typical redneck. What's that supposed to mean? You know, and he looks to us, you know, for support. You know, we're like we're his support group, you know. So we all treat him good. A happy Billy Bob. A happy Billy Bob is a good Billy Bob, or something like that. I don't know. Keeps him out of trouble. He's a little slow, right? Sometimes. A bit special. A little bit. Did he say the word again? I don't know what he did. I didn't get a chance to see it. But Metz was literally triple A Billy Bob, right? Right. Triple A Billy Bob. Once I seen Billy Bob hook a car battery to his RC. Oh my God. Yep. John G, what's going on, guy? Yeah. Yeah, probably the last time you saw me, I had short hair. Yeah, this is what happens every year. Every year, I let my hair grow out. I think there was, well, I can't say every year. Maybe there was one year that I trimmed it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking about going mullet. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. You know, because mullets are the in thing. I bet Billy Bob has a mullet. Billy Bob's the cool kind of guy that probably would have a mullet. I could definitely see Billy Bob having a mullet. I bet he does. At least you have hair, right? Mullet, baby, do it. Do it right. Do it for Dale. You know it, baby. There you go. You got it, James. Do it for Dale. Yee. Yes, sir. Do it for Dale. Once you go mullet, you'll never be the same, right? Dude, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, who else? All right. A show of hands. Who else in here watches Cletus McFarland or 1320 or has anything to do with like real car stuff? Anybody? Any thumbs ups for any of that? Got 40 thumbs ups. That's mint. James Bush, is that an I? Ruby, right. Yes, sir. Leroy, man, Leroy was killing it. And Cletus was so upset with himself. He got an 801. And it was just like, he didn't even want to check. Like, I guess like his time slip was his phone. Must have been some kind of connection or something. I don't know how does that work? Now your time slips are on your phone? Right, Earl. Bam, slam it. You know it. That's right. Mitchell's RC. What is going on, guy? It's been a while. Mitchell's RC. We have a poll. We have a question going. Do you watch Cletus McFarland or 1320 or any kind of racing like for real? Nice, Gallon, right? Nice. Come on, we got to get more thumbs up for Cletus McFarland here. Looks like we're rounding up to that time. We only got about 10 minutes left, 9 minutes or so. Nice, you do too. Awesome. Oh, it's by Bluetooth, Frank? What? You pulling my leg, man? Mitchell? Nice, Mitchell. Jessica, what about you? You didn't say nothing. All right, Jessica. If this is the real Jessica or the husband, do you watch Cletus? Cletus is cool, right? There you go. Come on, Jessica. Jessica or the guy version of Jessica. I don't know if it's Jessica or the guy. Because there's Jessica and then there's the guy. Love watching the Indy races. ABC Building Supply gives us a sponsored booth every year. Race week on live for times Jessica. Nope. Ah, Jessica. If this is Jessica, you got to go check it out. Here, actually, this is what will get you hooked. Type in Cletus McFarland Ruby and literally start from day one of Ruby, or even do Leroy. But what I would say is check out Ruby first. That would be a good thing to watch. If you want to, yeah. I'd suggest watching Cletus McFarland. Just do like the Ruby series. If he's got a Ruby series, I don't know. Does he have it laid out as playlists? I don't know if he's done it that way or not. Playlists. Yes, no, he doesn't. Leroy, Rocky Mountain, turbocharging, Leroy. No, he doesn't. He doesn't really have a playlist for that, which I kind of wish he did, but you'd probably be able to figure it out. Basically, Ruby is a red Corvette. So literally I'd go, I think Ruby started, was it like late last year or mid last year? I think Ruby started, right? Where did Ruby start? Right here. I think this is it. All right, so this is it. So Ruby started a year ago, and it starts off with we bought an auction Corvette, and it's absolutely, I think maybe he says it's absolutely awesome. Like I can't remember what he said. But that's where Ruby starts. It was an auction vet, and it was a year ago. It's got 3.3 million views. So give him 3.1 million or 3.0001. It'll be like a good thing to watch. You get to watch the progression of basically bone stock hacked Corvette turned into a absolute animal of a car. Right now, Ruby is an animal. Same thing with Leroy. Leroy is also a vet that's basically just a vet that's a cage with a vet underneath it. Leroy, right. But to see like a physical car, transformed in a way. Goon Squad. Right. What about the other guys there? What's that other group, Earl? The Turbo Kings or something like that? Who those Turbo guys? All right. We got 5 minutes, 4 minutes left on the timer. I'm going to end this live stream literally right when it hits 11:30 my time. Boosted Boys. That's right, Earl. Boosted Boys. Yep. They've got the minivan that beat the new C8. Cletus McFarland's new C8. Boosted Boys minivan beat out the C8. Bob Wells, guy, you finally made one, and I'm ending it in like 3 minutes. Burnout table is, oh no, you're selling the burnout table? Nice. Did you sign it? You should sign it. Found it? Nice, Jessica. Watch that. You might get hooked on it. You might get hooked. If you like this stuff, you might get hooked. PFI speed as well. All good guys, right? Sign it with a tire, right? GRC guy, you're jumping in when I'm ready to jump off. Literally, I'm ending it in like minutes. Like 2 minutes now, I think. 3 minutes still. All right, they're all great channels, right? 42! We got 42 thumbs ups. That's awesome. You'll sign it with your felony. 43 now. 44! Bam! Wow, 46? What the heck? Nice. And all of a sudden just like jumped. How did that happen? That is stinking awesome. Thank you guys. So I wanted to like, I go 46. I go through this like, a couple of times. This channel obviously wouldn't be here without all you guys. So I want you to know that I definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Subscribing, thumbs up, shares, whatever you do. Every once in a while, maybe watch one of those ads because that's what pays. And I know some of my videos have a ton of advertisement. I think I tried to show my son one of my most recent videos because he was curious about it. He was like, what was that video that you just put up? And because he didn't have a chance to watch it. So I went to go play it so that he could see it. And literally, I swear to God, there were like 20 ads. I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for the people that are watching this. And people have made comments. They're like, too many ads. I'm going to go watch something else. And it's like, that's cool. That's the whole point. You get to change the channel and go move on to something better. But I am having a blast with this thing. I mean, this YouTube stuff is actually, it's a total trip, man. I'm a guy that's used to working with his hands, and like what I'm sitting on right now, not my butt, I mean a chair, is very different. That's why I've got this set up like, higher so I can stand up and do stuff. Some of my videos were auto mechanic videos from before, just basically like doing anything. And then my chocolate lab passed away and I bought a crawler, and I decided to go, no, just relax. And I decided to film a little bit of it. And it all started from that. And it was just like people started asking me questions because I started breaking stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to film. I don't even know why I did it. I was like, I'm just going to film like repairing it because it's easy. It's all just RC stuff. It's so minor. And then people were asking questions and I started breaking other stuff. And then, after you break, just so many things, you start to, realize what companies provide good parts. You start sourcing, other sources that make better parts. And, and I love fielding the questions. I mean, even like, I think one of my top videos is a landscape tie wall that I did like 3 years ago. It feels like now. It's probably only 2 years, but it feels like 3 years. I think it is 3 years ago that I did that tie wall. And that's like my biggest video. And it's like, it blew me away because I was like, why? Like, why is that video? That's just a basic tie. Relax. Don't you start. You're fine. You don't need to be in my lap, okay? Just relax. You're happy. Well, anyways, whatever. Just thank you guys. I'm going to end this live. I definitely appreciate it. Earl, James Bush. Wow, holy smokes. Thank you guys. Mullet for sure. Oh, no. No. Donations for mullets. No. I didn't sign on to that. What are you doing? Oh my God, that would be nuts. If I make it to, if I make it to, I can't say 5,000 subscribers because literally I'm at 5,000. How many subscribers am I at right now? It's absolutely insane. And I love it. I'm having, like I said, I'm having just an absolute blast with this stuff. I'm enjoying the hobby like even more now that I'm like sharing it, you know, and we're all involved in this. 5,500 subscribers right now. That's nuts. Somebody had said, I think it was Asterion. I don't know where Asterion is, but I think it was Asterion. I think Asterion had said at one point, he was like, you know, he goes, by summertime, you're gonna be at 5,000 subscribers. And I was like, you're out of your mind. And lo and behold, it was like the middle of summer or the late end. It was actually the late end of summer because I just hit 5,000. I think I just hit 5,000 last month. So it's insane. It's insane. This is awesome. So, all right. Shop Talk and Wrench talked a little bit about the Lasernut. We got a bunch of awesome people in here. We got 43 people in here. We got 47 likes, which is incredible. We got GRC, Mets RC, Frank Sluga, Bob Wells, Billy Bob. Nice, dude. Billy Bob was able to jump in right at the end. We got Gallons here, Game Changers here, Earl Moorhead. We have got Lorne Cronish is here. James Bush, Hector Santos, GRC, I think I said that. Earl Moorhead, thank you, man, for that super chat. Mullet for sure. Oh, my God. You know what's funny is I did actually talk to my wife about it, and because she cuts my hair anyway, so she had already been, like, looking up, like, hairstyles, like, if I actually did go with a mullet. Because I actually don't mind having short hair, but because because it's my generation or my age group or whatever it is. When I was in school, you know, I had long hair, I had the leather jacket and the work boots and the ripped jeans, and that was my look. I had the flannel shirt. I always wore flannels all the time. I always wore either high top sneakers with or work boots, whatever. You know, it was just I guess what I was. James Bush, man, thank you for that. I don't know about this mullet thing though, but I did talk to my wife about it. Maybe we'll do a mullet fund. We'll give my wife the money. Like if get to a certain amount, I'll give my wife the money as payment for the mullet, and then payment for the fact that she's going to have to live with looking at me having a mullet. I don't know. If you get a mullet, if you get a mullet, I'll get a mullet. Oh no, right. AZRC, what's going on, man? The shirt off for sexy. Nah, we don't want to have no. No, I don't look. No, I've seen myself getting out of the shower. We ain't gonna want one of those pictures. No, sir. No, I have to like do some working out before we do that. Yeah, we ain't gonna be no. There ain't gonna be no Chef Beardsley calendar. Chef Beardsley actually had a calendar out. Holy crap. Go ask Chef Beardsley about his calendar. Go jump on Chef Beardsley's website right now, or not his website, it's his YouTube. And go on to the last video that he did and just go, Chef, where's this calendar? The Chef Beardsley calendar that RC Guy Garage was talking about. That would be a riot. Go spam his YouTube channel about his Chef Beardsley calendar. That would be awesome. The Chef what? The Chef Sexley calendar? Right. Just dropped a Big Rock motor and Oh, just dropped a big block motor and a Max 6 in the Creighton 6S yesterday. First bash, I break 2 arms and blow up my 2 front tires. Oh no! Bummer, man. All right. Look at everybody. Everybody's like, mullet. Dude, I really was thinking about it. It probably is going to happen. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the we'll do the mullet fund, right? We got to give the money to my wife. All right, I'm out of here. So what's up for tomorrow? I've got some odd jobs that I've got to do. I got to check out. Like I said, I got to go do like this whole home Wi-Fi setup thing. Hopefully, I don't have to run any wiring. Hopefully it's going to be an easy job. We'll see. I got to do that, and then I got to go check a closet to shower conversion. And Outcast still needs some work. I'm probably not going to work on it tonight. I may end up working on it tomorrow. The Lasernut, if you haven't been watching, the Lasernut is getting lots of use and abuse and love, and it has absolutely turned into exactly what I was hoping. So much so that watching the videos and the stuff that I've been putting this through, I will recommend this conversion. All the parts, if you've got a Lasernut, if you want to convert your Lasernut into the nut, which is what mine is called now. Mine's no longer really a Lasernut, although I'll title it still Lasernut so that people know what it is. But now its nickname is the Nut. So, and it is. The thing is an absolute nut. The thing's a blast to rip. I'm hoping that the last time I took it out, that when I went to the beach, well, not the last time, but when I took it out to the beach, I'm hoping that I will be able to give you guys a visual representation of how well this Losi Tenacity Lasernut called the Nut now functions, how its suspension handles. Everything about the car is now actually exceeding the DB Pro, which I almost didn't think was possible, but knowing that it's got the DB Pro base, it is. And it definitely needs a fan. And I've got a game changer fan in there right now, and it's keeping those motor temps down. And yes, I did mess up on the last video, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I did the typical 8 plus 8 equals 16. 8 plus 8 does not equal 16. S. But anyways, I did the typical, just not thinking. I was looking at the gun, just seeing numbers and just not thinking. And it went from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and I didn't realize it was in Celsius, and it should have registered. Because when I put my hand on the motor, I thought about it for a second, but then I was just like, no, the numbers overrode my mind and my hand when I touched the motor. But when I did touch the motor that first time, man, that thing had to have been, I'm gonna guess, go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say that motor had to have been about $190. That's my guess, because by the time I found my heat gun, I'm guessing the motor probably lost. I mean, it took me a good 7 minutes, I think, to find my temp gun. Did I say heat gun? My temp gun. So anyways, I'm out of here. All the links are in the description. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups. Share it, videos, whatever you, we almost got 50. Can we get one more thumbs up just to make it a 50? We're at 49. Somebody on here, there's 35 people on here. Nah, bam! Who did it? Who just did the thumbs up? Say who you are. AZRC, dude. Thank you, man. That is stinking awesome. See? Right there. 50 thumbs ups on this live stream. Thank you, guys. Like I always end almost all my videos, I say just get out there and rip it. Because when you think about it, Think about the joy that you get. Start sharing that joy with, maybe if it's possible, if you have a significant other, see if you can get them involved. My wife right now, she is having a total blast ripping this thing right here. I know I said I was going to end it, but this is literally, I want to say, become her car. And this is hard for me to give up. But because she likes it so much, she gravitated to that car. Because she likes it so much, that's literally going to be her car. I also have her X-Max. I also have her Traxxas Max. We're not going to get on the X-Max thing. We're not going to get on Trash Bag right now. Trash Bag is sitting in a box, looking like a trash bag. But the Traxxas Max parts are going to be in tomorrow, so I'll probably end up doing a video tomorrow about just a basics video, installing the axles. Just very basic, very easy to do, but I do like doing some of these basics videos because some people don't know how to replace things. And it's just, all this stuff is very basic and easy. And what I've always said to people before too is we've all got these devices right here. If you get lost or you think you're going to get lost working on a car, film yourself or take pictures. Filming yourself is better, but film yourself. That way you can literally watch, the process of what you did in taking parts, apart. Use paper plates. Write down literally with a magic marker on paper plates where the screws came from. If you take apart a front end, whether it's left or right, usually left or right's the exact same stuff, but except for usually one screw, especially on the Losis, is different on the front suspension arms. But if you take apart the parts, use paper plates and write with a magic marker on the paper plate where the stuff came from. Front left, front right, rear left, rear right. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. It's all just easy. And another thing is, somebody had said this a long time ago, makes a lot of sense. Don't turn a puzzle into a maze. All of these RC cars, all of these, everything is literally just a puzzle. It can all be taken apart. It can all be put back together. It's when you turn it into a maze is when it becomes a problem. So that's it. I'm out. Thank you guys. Have a good night. 50 thumbs up. We got Earl Moorhead. Oh no. What, you don't like the Fabio look here? We're gonna have to get rid of that and get a mullet? Oh my God. The mullet fund. This was not supposed to be a real thing, but maybe it will be. So I don't know. I gotta talk to my wife now. My wife is making money now. This is awesome. All right. I gotta end this before we got 53 likes. Oh no, it's all of a sudden skyrocketing. We've got 42 people, 53 likes. All right, everybody, thank you guys. We'll see you later. I would like to do a COVID and coffee, but that's not going to happen tomorrow morning. Maybe the morning after that, because I think I might be free. Not tomorrow morning, but the morning after that, which is what, Wednesday? So, no, because tomorrow's Monday. I'll be free Tuesday. COVID and Coffee Tuesday? Yeah, why not? All right. I'm going to end this. How do I end it? Everybody, we'll see you later. Oh, James Bush, you messed up. You messed up. M-U-L-L-R-T, Mullert. Yeah. All right. I'm out of here. Thank you, guys. Like I always say, just get out there and rip it because, yes, sir, that is what you should do.